My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today I'm doing just something a little different. I like to try different divination techniques, and today I'll be trying a bibliomancy reading on what's happening with your person. Okay, in the extended, I've channeled a letter from your person. We're going to look at what's the dominant advice that they're getting from you at this, that they're getting for you that they're getting for you at this time, and from whom, what's occupying their thoughts as a priority, and what they wish that they could tell you right now. But in the first part of the reading, the public reading, we're going to look at what's happening with a person. We're going to get significators for a person's energy, generally their energy towards you, how they're feeling, what's happening in their life right now. If there's a third party, what's up with that? And then we're going to get some advice for you. Okay, so people do bibliomancy readings in also many different ways, and usually traditionally it's involved, people kind of randomly picking a page in some kind of holy text, the Bible, the Gita, whatever have you, and getting their message there. But what I'll be doing today, I'm going to be flipping through like this. Now, there is a kind of mark in this book, like I folded it and I don't know why. It's on resourcefulness. So if it lands on resourcefulness, I'm not going to read it because it's marked, but I will just be flipping through, and wherever I feel like intuitively stopping, I will stop. Okay, and then I will read the card that is on the right side of the book. Because that's how I usually see the person that identifies with masculine energy in the relationship. And we're not talking about body, we're talking about the energy, the person who usually identifies with the predominant energy. Now, at the end of this journey, we're meant to integrate both sides of ourselves. But for now, for simplicity, you, viewer, would be the one embodying the feminine energy, and your person will be the one embodying the masculine energy. It's just for the sake of this divination reading, okay? And this is how I usually see it. When I tune into your twin connection, I usually see divine feminine energy on the left side, and no left side on our body is feminine. And I usually see divine masculine energy on the right side, and the right side of the body is masculine or action. Okay, reception, action. So that's how I'll be doing it. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna start with this book, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some significators for your person. One, the first thing we're gonna do, get a significator for their energy generally, and then two, we're gonna get a significator for their energy towards you. All right. So even if you can't join me in extended, you're gonna get an idea about how they're feeling towards you right now. All right. So let's thumb through. I might do it a couple of times, maybe 3 times. And let's stop here. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have energy generally is speculation. So this is someone that's exploring different parts. I think mentally though, mentally exploring different parts. I think within their awareness, because it says Jupiter in Cancer, I think within their awareness, your person realizes that this is a time of luck, fortune, okay? There's a time when they can change a tide in their life and do something differently. They're getting that intuitively. And it says here, nurturing attachment. And they're trying to figure out now where they're going to put their time and energy and their love, quite frankly, into at this time. If your person is a third party, they're trying to figure out, okay, well, do I continue giving my energy to this third party, or do I make an about turn? But they know that this is a time to make a choice, and this is a time to make a choice that aligns with their intuition and a choice that aligns with their heart. So this is what they're exploring in their mind. They're speculating. Where are they going to make their investment? Okay, so this is where they're at. There's different things turning over. Might be bouncing ideas off of people. There's definitely that could be happening. Okay, there might be family members. I just saw the word family here. Yeah, the family, earlier family upbringing of people. So they might be consulting family members at this time. And I really they might be getting a hodgepodge of advice. We'll see who they're talking to in the extended. Okay. But it says here, this card encourages the questioner to look to his or her family for support and even financial help with regard to the question asked. So right now they're looking for support from their family. I think family, and especially validation from the family, support from the family, approval from the family is incredibly important to your person. And I think that might be something that might be giving them pause at this time, because whatever decision that they want to make, they want to make sure that it doesn't impact their family, whether it's a nuclear family or an extended family, too severely. So that they're looking for what will be the soft touch. Okay, either thing they choose is going to cause upheaval, but they're trying to choose the softest way out, the way that's going to have the least adverse impact, and the way that's still going to allow them to foster and maintain good family relations with their extended family, nuclear family, if they have children, that kind of thing. This is what they're looking at right now. All right, let's see their energy towards you. I'll do 4. Okay, right here. Ooh, big Saturn energy, the suit of ambition. All right, now I'm getting big money energy from this, right? Now, they recognize you as their greatest teacher. Now, Father Saturn, he's a hard teacher, hard taskmaster, right? You're learning through, you're learning through pain with Saturn, right? And I think that you have been like, I have a friend and I call her the Karmic collector, because whoever ends up in a relationship with her, well, Karmic collector till recently, whoever ends up in a relationship with her, they usually learn a powerful, hard lesson about themselves. And she, as far as I know, I don't think she has any Scorpio energy prominently in her chart, but she gives big Scorpio energy, especially when it comes to relationships. And you've been like this for this person. You have taught them some hard lessons. Okay, it's loving lessons, but some hard lessons, and they felt you the deepest. They recognize you as their greatest teacher, but they have been through a lot of pain because of you. But through that pain came change. Okay? Now, the karmics in your person's life, they also teach a lot of lessons through pain. They do. But it does not affect them as greatly as it affects you, because with you, there's something to lose. Right? With you, there's a heart connect. So they feel it very deeply. So you've been their greatest teacher. They see you as an opportunity for change. They see you as a divine connection where the stars, the planets have aligned to bring you guys together. Let me see what they have here. Sign in which Saturn occupies denotes the best route to success and also the difficulties that may be encountered on the way. So that's what I was saying. So that speculation energy that they have here, you're heavily rooted in it, because they're trying to find the best path to success, and they're well aware of the pitfalls. Whatever decision they're going to make, there's going to be collateral damage. there's going to be collateral damage. They're just trying to minimize the damage and take a more, a targeted approach. Okay. All right. Let's look at how they're feeling at this time. Now, it may not necessarily be towards you because I'm not asking that question until the extended. But we're just looking at how they're feeling so we get a further insight into what's happening. Okay? How they're feeling at this time. This is the healing cards. Conspiracy deck. How are they feeling? Let's stop here. And we have effectiveness. And they said effectiveness focuses on all the talents of your mind in completing a task. And so they are very focused on trying to find the right path, okay, and making the best move for everyone involved. This is their complete focus is on this. And they're trying to be as concise and as surgical as possible, as I said, to minimize the damage. This is how they're feeling. Okay, let's get another energy. What else? How else are they feeling? All right, the sacrifice card. Okay, so they're realizing that big sacrifices are in order. If they want to be with you, if they want to achieve the life that they want to achieve, it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to require the sacrificing of their comfort zone, sacrificing of some of their old beliefs, traditional beliefs, ancestral beliefs. It might even mean giving up on a job or maybe even a home or assets, right? So they know that they're going to sustain losses. They're just trying to make sure that those losses are not too heavy and that the emotional impact is not too great on the people that they care about. On you, if there's a third party on the person that they're with, children, extended family members, right? They don't want too much upheaval in the family. Let's get two more. We have having it all. They feel like with you, they can have it all. And I think for a long time, they thought that they have it all, right? They thought that they were eating their cake. They were getting their cake and eating it too. But they soon realized that they were shortchanging themselves. When they thought that they were shortchanging you, and they thought they might have been shortchanging the karmic, they were really shortchanging themselves because they weren't surrendering to the full experience of what this connection could be and what life could be and who they are, right? They thought that they had reached the epitome of happiness, but you stepped in and you made them realize everything that they were missing. You made them see the potential within themselves to be great, And they realized that they were living a half-life. And now they want to find a way to truly have it all, to be their authentic self, to be successful financially, to have this great love, and to also have, and I keep going, it keeps going back to it, to also have the love and support of their family. Family is big for this person. Family is big. Family has a very profound influence on every decision that they make, right? So this is they keep mulling this thing over in their mind. But maybe one of the things that they may have to sacrifice is that need for familial approval. Let's get one more. How are they feeling? Accountability. Finally taking accountability and responsibility for their actions, for their life, for their experience till now. I feel like you were dealing with someone who always blamed their experience on someone else. So maybe it started with blaming their experience on their parents, and then blaming their experience on their partners, and then maybe even blaming their experience on their children or blaming their experience on their work colleagues or their shitty boss, whatever it is. It was never them, right? They were perfect. They perfect, right? They're perfect. It's never them. But now they're realizing that they are the author. They are the author and co-creator of their life, right? No experience has occurred without their input. This is what they're realizing. No experience has occurred without their input. They are the central and main character in their life. And they have to take accountability for the part that they have played in manifesting what they are now lying in the bed that they have made, right? So this is them taking their accountability. So they're examining themselves. Was it really worth it, right? What were they trying to achieve? What was the ego telling them at that time? Why did they do it? There's just a lot of self-examination and reflection that your person is engaging in. And this is what is catalyzing their evolution at this time. Okay. Now, let's look at what's happening in their life. The major things that are happening in their life. This is the Love Pack by Chuck Pisano. I have all his decks. This is Chuck Pisano as well. Beautiful author. Beautiful author. And I think he's a psychologist, isn't he? I think so. All right, let's go. I'll do 3 times. No, let's 4. Feel like family. Family is 4. All right, let's go right here. The cards. But look at the card here. It feels like 2 of Cups energy. Okay. It feels... This is a weird card. Because in this card, the feminine is giving love, but his hands are out to receive it, but he's not received it. It's like there's something that's blocking him from receiving love at this time. Let's get a clarification with another card. We have sensuality. Sensuality is an attitude of enjoyment. And see, in this card, he's come nearer to the feminine. I feel like the blockage previously was not sensuality, but the blockage previously might have been sexuality. And maybe even now, there might be an energy in his life that's representing that search, that sexuality, and that search for escape. This might be embodied in a third party. This might be embodied in some kind of lifestyle habit that they might have. But I feel like there's a blockage right now. I feel like your person might still be on some level running from the intimacy of your relationship by using sexuality to block it. So whether they're using another person or when you move towards them, they're always there with a heavy sexual energy and they're using that to keep you at a distance. I think this is what's blocking them from completely receiving your love at this time. Now, they are responsive to you. They are responsive to you, okay? But there is this buffer that they keep using here because they're afraid of the intimacy of your relationship. Let's see what else. What else is happening? I told you, they're afraid. We have fear. We have the energy of fear, okay? Our fear comes from within us, sabotaging our confidence and our ability to listen to ourselves in order to heal or transform, okay? So this is what's happening. So as much as your person, it's a card number 80, so it reduced to 8. As much as they're, pulling up all those resources of strength within them, in the back of their mind, there's always this fear. Am I doing the right thing? Am I embarking on the right path, right? What will people say? What will be the outcome? What if I leave the situation and that situation doesn't work out? What if viewer doesn't like me as much as I like them? It's just these little things that mull about. And that's why they keep putting up that buffer, right? They're afraid of being hurt, being abandoned, being rejected. Pick your pick, or all, right? So we have someone who, they've been traumatized by life. And there's just, understandably, some fear there. Let's get another. What else is happening? We have intimacy. So as much as they fear it, this is what they long for. This is part of their having it all dream. This is what they long for. They long for true love. They long for the intimacy, but the fear keeps blocking them from receiving it. And I feel this is something that they are very conscious of right now. And if this is their energy, it means that you too might also be blocking the intimacy in this relationship. I don't know how you're doing that. Everybody does it in different ways, right? We run away from ourselves in different ways. But you too might also not be unveiling all of what you feel. Maybe you're still putting up your little hard shell when they come around because you're afraid of what will happen. You're afraid of them ghosting you again, hurting you again. So it feels like both of you guys have put up your force fields with regard to each other. Let's get one more. And we have the problem suit. And it says it represents those aspects that hold us back from relationships and romance. And I think this is something that both of you have to power through. This is the road that you have to walk, conquering obstacle by obstacle. And it might be a past relationships, your past hurt and pain. It could be that. You have to conquer that in order to reach this destination of love for yourself, and also this true love that is waiting for you. So they are walking this path right now, but I feel like you also are being asked to walk through this, right? Walk through this ring of fire in order to get to this destination here. Okay. Now, if there is a third party attached to your connection, what's happening in that connection at this time? I'll do it 3 times. We have the chief, right? Your person taking charge of the situation, right? Moving into their divine masculine energy. And they're being very protective at this time about the innocence that may be attached to this relationship. Now, I also see here a wolf with your person, and no lone wolf always goes together. So your person might have withdrawn from this connection to spend a lot of time alone to really, regroup and try to figure out what is their next move. Now, your person might also be the leader or head of a family. So they're thinking about their responsibilities and they're making that a priority. That's a priority in their life, as any responsible person would be. So they're thinking about that. All right. And it says here, he reflects the collective consciousness of the group that he leads. So as he's taking charge of his life, it means then that other persons in the group that the divine masculine leads. Oh, sorry. I see my sister is calling me. Yeah. I'll get after. That's Lily Rose. Yeah. They reflect the consciousness of the group that they lead. I lost my. They were trying to tell me something about Lily Rose, but I cannot remember it. I can't get it back, and it was related to this chief. Sorry, guys. If I get it back, I'll tell you, right? But because they are in divine masculine energy and they're taking charge of their life and they're taking charge of this group, it means then that also the persons that they are in charge of are also rising in consciousness. If I get back that thing with Lily Rose, I'll tell you guys. All right, what else is happening? Let's get 4. We have Santa Claus, which is interesting because we're doing this just after Christmas. The great giver is generous and expansive by nature and makes situations successful by giving high-level gifts of your archetype, your giving. All right. So they're continuing to give in this third-party connection, especially if there are children. Okay, especially if they are children, right? They're well in. Words fail me. They're seized of the fact that they have responsibilities in this connection, and they're not going to abdicate those responsibilities so lightly, right? They are putting things in place. What else is happening? Let's get another one. Okay, we have the cheat. A dishonest way in an attempt to gain unfairly without facing the consequences. All right, so certainly it could be that somebody may have cheated in this relationship, and this is something that is coming to the fore at this time. But this is not going to stop your person from meeting their obligations in this connection. It's not, okay? Especially if there are children involved, especially if there are finances, bills, obligations. I keep getting obligations involved. That's not going to stop your person from giving this connection. But it looks like somebody here has been cheating. It could be a person. It could be the person that they're with, or both of them may have cheated each other. But I also think as well that both person may feel cheated in this relationship because both feel like they are settling for less than they deserve. Let's get another card. We have protector. All right, so he is a God, and it says guardian of the weak and helpless, and that's what I get. Whoever in this setup might be sick, whether physically or emotionally, might be dependent on them, maybe for resources. Okay. Whoever it is, whether it's child, a spouse that might be terminally ill, someone or a spouse that might be battling a mental health issue, your person is going to be there. They're going to show up for that connection, right? They see that as their obligation. Okay. So it feels like there's someone here in this connection. It could be a child, it could be a spouse that might be having a hard time, and they feel like they have to show up. Okay. Now, they are not connected emotionally to this person because they're all in armor, but they are going to do their duty. Okay. All right. Now, what is the advice for you at this time? This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. What is the advice for you at this time? And we have don't dim to fit in. And it says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. So if you've been holding back or you've been waiting on this person and you've kind of put yourself in an in the meantime energy where you're marking time for this person to show up, and you're not accomplishing your goals because you're waiting on them to do that, Spirit saying, don't do it. Don't dim to fit in, right? They might be the leader of their tribe, but you are the leader of this connection. And if you are dimming to fit in, so will they, right? Dimming to fit in is about settling, right? Dimming to fit in is about being small and remaining small for validation and acceptance. And Spirit is saying, that's not you, right? You have a bigger purpose than that. We are all born to shine big and bright. The universe is expanding and you are part of the universe. So expansion is part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away, they are not for you and you are not for them. Better yet, find within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who is walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you are shining light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too, or not. Keep your light on anyway. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement and can create some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't because they were likely born under the proviso of I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever, but the lessons they teach us can still live on. And then the work your light inquiry here is, how are you dimming in order to fit in? So if you've been holding yourself back because of this relationship or because of this person, Spirit is saying this is your cue to move ahead. If this person is meant to be in your life, they're going to adapt to the changes and they will still show up for you and they will still show up for this connection. And if not, well, there's something bigger and brighter that's out there for you or someone. Okay, so if you're gelling with this, join me in the extended. I'm going to look at the letter I channeled from your person. We're going to look at what advice they're getting from you about you and from whom. We're going to get their thoughts and feelings about this connection, their next actions towards you, and what would they want to tell you if they could. Okay? My love, thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Clicking on the ads, your comments, even just a full stop and emoji down below. It all helps with the algorithm. Thank you so much. Take care.